Cars and Coffee this morning. Was going to get you guys some video of that, but I noticed on the way there, it seemed like it was running a little bit hot, but nothing crazy. So I didn't worry too much about it. It's not exactly the coolest day ever today. And on the way back, stopped at Burger King, got food for us, and while it seemed like it was okay at first, the moment I got food, the temperature gauge spiked on it, and it started running really bad. So shut it off, let it cool down again for a little bit. Got a couple more blocks down the road, and same thing. Temp gauge spiked, started running bad. Do it again, same thing. So I get it home, let it set for a good hour, go back out, start it up, seems like it's just fine, pop the hood. There's basically no antifreeze in it. I'm like, what the hell? It was fine the other day. Top it back off. We'll go to fill it up. Get it pretty much full. Start the car up. And next thing I know, I hear a hissing sound. There's a water inlet, or outlet, I guess I should say, on the back side of the block. It'll be fine, baby. And baby sees something in the back seat she wants. And the plug that was on it sprung a leak. So we are actually fixing it correctly, because last time I did something with it, I apparently didn't do it right, and that's why I had a plug on it instead of a hose. So yeah, we're going to Advance to get a hose. Hopefully I get the right thing this time. Okay, got to Advance, got the hose we need. Had to get back down to the house and get this all put back on the car. Whew, is it hot today. You can have the change out of there when we get home, okay? You guys can't see it. I got my daughter with me. We got her a booster seat to where she can ride in some of the other cars now, instead of just in the convertible with the car seat, and then the van and the truck with the car seat. So she's a little bit more excited because, well, now she gets to ride in Daddy's fun cars, even if we're just making little trips up to Advance. It's pretty much all it was bought for. So she's still excited to get to ride around in them now. She got to go up to Cars and Coffee in the MG with me. That's the first. She's got to go farther than the end of the alley, really, in the MG. So she was excited for that. We like riding in the cars. Talking to you. She's being quiet now because she knows I'm recording. Yes, I'm working on it outside because the garage is full, and I didn't feel like moving anything out to be able to work on it. So, alright, now to get this hose put on. Alright, I got that done up. There was no real good way for me to get in here and work on this and show you guys video of me doing it, so I didn't do that yet. I think with the way this is, I'm going to go ahead and leave this hose kind of long too, because I got to go from there down to here, If I remember correctly, that was originally for the old carburetor, and I didn't think about it ever causing an issue. But considering that is pressurizing back there, it is causing issues now. So the hope is by bypassing it from there back into here, that'll get rid of those issues. So let's see if I can get you guys up the tripod and finish this now. There we go. Hose is on. Hopefully it doesn't leak. It was a bit of a stretch to get it on. I had to lube the thing up to get it to go over. So hopefully that'll work. I ran it nice and far away from the header and everything. Guess now to go ahead and get it started up and start getting some water in the system. Seems like it's running fairly well. I don't think I actually heard anything. So I think the next thing is to go ahead and get you guys mounted in the car and go for a little drive. Hopefully it's okay. Alright, got you guys mounted up in the window. I have went ahead and put all the tools and stuff up, because whether this actually fixes it right now or not really a lot of anything else I can do, because if this doesn't fix it, it's probably a bigger problem that I gotta figure out. So here's hoping that I get around the block a couple times and everything seems fine. So, but just me in here this time. I don't want to risk breaking down with Sis in the car. So last time I'd get a couple blocks, and next thing I knew, I basically felt like I was losing the cylinder, sounding like I lost the cylinder. But it also seems like it had no coolant in it at all. So as of right now, I'm not overly worried. I think I fixed the problem by putting coolant back in it and letting it cool down. And today's just an overly hot day, which does not help. So been making a few minor little modifications on this thing as I go. I think the next one I want to do is I want to backdate the radiator, because this current radiator style is, and it has no actual radiator cap. It how do I want to explain it? It's got an overflow tank with a radiator cap that feeds into the radiator. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes it hard to fill up the radiator. It makes it hard to top off the system, make sure there's no air in it. While if I backdate it by about 4 years, which I have the radiator to do, I've just been too lazy to do it, it has an actual radiator cap on it again with a regular overflow tank. So I think that's going to be my goal. Let's just backdate it to that and hopes that solves my problem. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to run down to the gas station, grab something to drink. It seems like it is running better. The temp gauge is showing a temp, but it's not overheating, setting about where it normally likes to sit when the car is up to temp. I'm not hearing any funny sounds from the car. It appears to be running okay, so I think my biggest fear was that I blew a head gasket, or maybe I had spun a rod bearing or something, has been alleviated. Because with the way it sounded, if I would have had a camera on, you guys would have heard it when, oh, you blew your motor. But luckily I don't think that's the case. I think everything is okay. So yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys when I come back out of the gas station. Alright, here we go. I really hope I'm right. I mean, we're going to drive a little bit farther and find out. But maybe run up by Advance and grab a quart of oil for it. Because I did notice it's a bit low. So probably wouldn't hurt to grab an extra quart for it. It's not quite a quart low. It's probably maybe a half quart low. And I know I got that at home. But I think I'm out of my actual quarts. So, because everything I've done here lately needed a 20W50 oil change. So, you know, you drive old clapped out junk when most of your stuff needs 20W50 and not, 10W30, or in the case of the 860W20. That thing basically needs water for oil. Not this thing though. This thing needs 20W50. The 81 Celica is on 20W50. The Rambler's on 20W50. Next oil change the Nova probably gets will probably be 20W50. I think it's on 10W40 right now, but the oil pressure bits would be a little happier with something a little thicker. I'm so glad this thing seems okay. I was very bummed. I thought I killed my favorite car to drive and was not going to be able to drive it again for a while. I was honestly ready to say, well, this is the end of the Rambler build, because I'm selling the Rambler. But luckily, I think she's okay. hear something in the trunk rattling around, which is mildly annoying, because at first I thought it was coming from the hood. Until I went over the railroad tracks and I heard it again coming from the trunk. Temp fairly steady, because by now if there was an issue it probably would have popped back up again, but I've also not exactly let it set, and that's when it started overheating last time, was when it started setting in the Burger King drive-thru. So, but it continued to overheat after it was moving, so I'd like to think at this point that if it was going to do it again and cause me an issue, it would do it again. Guess we'll stop in and let the wife know that I did not blow up the car and everything seems to be okay. And here we are, back at the Advance. Oop. All right. We're headed back down to the house. We are done. I believe this thing is okay. Or okay enough for the moment, anyway. Till I can maybe look into ordering some other parts to replace a few things. I did realize that it could definitely probably use a new motor mount. One of them's going bad. But I kind of always had a feeling of that for a while now. So, I'll drive it to work tonight, get it up to a little bit higher speeds. See how it reacts if I get it going a little bit faster. But driving around in town, 35, 40 mile an hour, she seems perfectly fine. It's accelerating okay. Temp gauge isn't getting hot. So, until it gives me a reason to not call this a win, I'm calling it a win. Through second gear without any misses, knocks, bangs, or clunks that it didn't have before. So I'm happy enough. The key didn't want to shut all the way off, so therefore it didn't want to die. Alright, I had to give this poor thing a break for the day, because it is clearly not liking today. So, I think that is going to be the end of this little video. I was going to wait and put this out as part of next weekend's video, but I think instead I'm going to make this its own thing. I think I'm going to try making more shorter videos instead of trying to make like one big hour, 2 hour long video every weekend. maybe try making 2 or 3 20-minute videos instead. Just because I think as far as doing the editing and everything like I've been doing on my phone and everything, that's going to work out a lot better. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little journey. We got to go for at least a little bit of driving in this while we were at it. I'll keep you guys updated if this actually fixed it. I think it did though. Seems like it's running pretty good. But yeah, as always, it's not about the adventure, it's about the destination. Get out, have some fun. Make sure you're keeping track of all the leaks on your cars too, guys, because obviously that's what bit me today. So have fun. Talk to you later.